It's funny because here I am. It's good morning. Yeah, yeah, very good morning, and another love cup full. Here's the thing. There's one of the first vids to pop up. Okay, I know who these people are. I know what they're thinking and so forth. It's interesting too because when I say I know as they think, it's because I also was of the same thought. Um, it's when you get to a certain point you understand. No, it's likely not. Here's the thing. They say, "Oh, we're talking the spirits and stuff." Okay, really validating what kind of spirit you're talking to is based on the fruit. Yeah, does it like good fruits? You'll know if it does. And you'll know if you're truly connected to Holy Spirit because it is very, very obvious. Here's the other thing. There's a story in which this person is saying to keep away from Judas. And interestingly, when I revealed that I was aware that this evil in 13 moon person was part of the witchery and demonic behaviors and plans and so forth. Now I want to beat this witch up. She's beaten up herself enough. And here's the thing is that when I revealed that I knew she was, it had been a long time prior to this. And I think there was maybe some surprise, but everyone has to understand too. I say that the very next day or next video, maybe it wasn't the next day, but it was shortly after, and she's wearing a Judas Priest shirt. Yes, it's a wink, it's a nod, it's her ego doing things for her, because her ego wants to rub it in my face. Fine, I knew that. I laughed. I continued to use her, the AI mockery of her own satanic spell casting. Here's the thing, I even made the 13 loons based on the fact that she got 13 moons. And if anyone can see, I also used the HA colors. Here's the thing, don't you think I actually am just as funny and humorous as I can be? But here's the thing, I take every sad song and turn it into a love song. Every bad song and turn it into a good song. I take every bad story, with all the criminal figures, and I twist it into a love story. I still do it. I'm always going to be that guy. I don't create disasters, and I don't create swimming poos, which are septic tanks. I used to call him a septic tank, a swimming poo. It's because that's just where I am. I can laugh at the pains because it's the quickest way into the gains. Because the lesson learned is the reward. Here's the thing, the best lesson, like I said, the lesson of what the victory is in love is more love. It truly is this way. The words of God are giving you more good words. And those are words forever. This is true stuff. And here's another true part of this Judas story. Judas knew he was betraying God, and he also knew that Jesus knew this. Okay? Jesus was well aware that this was going to happen. And there was he was on the cliff. They were talking about pushing him off and so forth, stoning him. It wasn't going to happen at that time. And he said so. Now, as to when it was going to happen and how, he was in tears. Yes, because real men of strength actually do cry. They cry in places of love. I love the enemy, and I'm in tears for them every day almost. I have suffering more for others than I do for my own self. Otherwise, I'm pretty happy. Genuine. How is it you can be smiling and happy in a state of having nothing? You know why? Because all the best things in life are not things, and the victories in life are of God and Jesus, and the escape from all the sin. And here's the thing, I just wrote something to someone yesterday who spoke of the circumcision of the heart. Okay, that's the disconnection from the enslavement to sin, the spirit of the darkness, this also to the heart. But here's the thing, the revamp and redesign of your heart with Holy Spirit is immense. I had already quit drinking. I had already quit drugs and so forth. And with the Holy Spirit, it's also, how did it get easier? I already got to the point where it's like, okay, so no sex, no sexual activity of any kind is 2 years. It's not on my mind at all. Love is love. And there's a difference. I know what love is. It's not sex, although that would maybe an enhancement with it. For sure. It's not on my mind, though. Here's what's on my mind. Judas was needed in the story. Okay? So bad characters also part of my story as well. I don't know that my story would have even happened without it. Would I have had a lesson learned without the bad character? So, hey, thanks for helping me to get sober. Thanks for helping me to find Jesus and fall in love with Jesus and God and Holy Spirit. And I would like to also help them to the light of God. And the true story here is that, whereas she's saying to keep her away, I'm like, that's not part of the story. Okay, whatever it is to play out is it's to be is listen, I surrendered this all to God a long time ago. Okay, there are things beyond the scenes that I do not know of, and things I do know of, things I've seen. I've been shown their plots. I've been shown ideas of what they wanted. And trust me on this, to be so foolish that you could ever want to hurt anyone this way is beyond evil. It's at a level which I can't even understand. Now, I've tried to understand it. How do you think I caught on to the Starnet and all this bad stuff they did? I was working as a web designer, and I became typecast as criminal designer, or was it just what I thought it was? How I considered that it became to the point where I was like, well, why is it I get so many calls from these particular groups? It's because Satan's plan was to corrupt. Satan's plan was to destroy. All the things that were done over and over again, I just couldn't understand. It became part of a story where it's because you would work for Camp Judas and you're going to have Camp Judas people all around all the time. Well, to every good story is part of a story with the character needed. Okay, so whatever her part in this play is, here's the thing, I still hold out this beautiful idea that some of the worst characters are going to be the best victories when they come to love, truth, and Jesus. So, keep her away? Well, I'm not going to have her over for dinner. But I will talk with her. I will talk with her, not at her, not to her, with her. And she will take that opportunity when she's ready. And I've been ready for a long time. I was ready before. There's truth to this as well that some people don't know, and I've expressed it a few times. I was able to see the love song and love story with her a long time ago as well. But I could also see she wasn't singing that song. She was singing a song about being a witch right from the start. She may not remember this part of the story, but holding hands and watching that witch movie where they wander off with a handheld camera, yeah, it's insanity. Here's the other thing. There's a lot more to these stories that people don't know, because I don't give up all the evidence. Because in case the crime fighters really decide to fight crime, which they don't and won't, or maybe they, hey, maybe. But I'm not out to hurt anyone. Like I said, I tell truths only to help others heal, not to hurt or harm anyone. It's quite the opposite. I am here to help Judas save herself. Or himself. I'm not sure on this one. Okay, so the other vid today is maybe some of the ones I did the other day. I don't know. I sat on the fence with them for other reasons. But the doors are opening in many other ways, in many other directions. But here's what I do know. Everything that I do forward is rooted in love. love, truth, Jesus. I love you. Hey, like my new hat? Yeah. Hey, it's not their colors. Hey, Satan wants to take the whole fucking rainbow too. But sorry. That's a different story. And for them to announce the rainbow with a Pride Month, well, enjoy the pride forever in your dark, bottomless pit. Anyway, hey, listen, I did lots of events with this group. Yeah, I never had a problem with them. Yeah, but I love the sinner, not the sin. And love wins. Bye. I just think it's important to remind everyone that I still woke up today absolutely happy and smiling. And, you know, what changed? Nothing. So I woke up poor again today. I woke up with nothing, right? Here's what I do have. Every day there's something I have that they cannot take from me. It's maybe all I have. The love of my dog, Chewy, okay? The love I have for everyone, including Jesus, okay? God, Holy Spirit. But there is their love. And every day is still a victory for me. I'm alive. Yeah, they tried to kill me. They had an army of people trying to kill me. Quite literally an army. Okay? Destroyed my life. Stole everything I had. Burned homes down. Killed people. It's real stuff. Okay? There's no debate. Is there a debate about this stuff even being real? Okay? Google 70 Mile Murder. Okay? That guy was killed just for talking about what they were doing to me. What do I win again today? Love. You know, love is a gift and a prize. Yeah, the more you give, more love you give, the more you get. It's beautiful. Okay? So, let Satan steal everything you have. Except for, he can't steal the love. Yeah. And here's the funnier part. All the bad characters that stole everything. And what do I want to give them? The only thing I have left. Love. Jesus. That's a victory. All these YouTube channels, and I have a very big list, and I listed it. And it wasn't a message to suggest that I watch them and believe them. It's quite the opposite. It's that they will talk about me, and they will talk to me, and, you know, they use their, you know, many yous and some ones. Yeah, my story. Okay? Even if it isn't my story, it's easy enough to see a lot of people are also thinking it's their story. Thinking, sinking, maybe. Anyway, the point is, today, a lot of them are saying, you know, they're acting all as if they're on my team and on my side. And I'm like, okay, so talk with me then. Yeah. Any of them, all of them that won't talk with me, you know, they may tell some truths. So Satan will tell some truths and then mix them with lies. Then he's trying to create some doubts, okay? Here's the flavor of doubt. I know what the truth is, okay? Love and kind. And people want to say how good looking and nice I am. That's true. Yeah. They want to suggest that the evil are suffering and so forth. And where there is advantages to these things. That's not true. There's nothing good that comes from the darkness. And for them to suffer is not the goal. It's for them to be healed, helped, and loved, and come to the flock of God. Yeah. Anyway, so, yeah. Is there wins in some of this? I would say the list of news is... So I'm going to have to put that YouTube channel list back up? And I don't think so. It's... I could just give you some search cues on things here. I don't need to, though, really. Here's the thing. You know if you're telling truth, it'll be love-based. You know if you're doing good things, it'll be good, right? If it's not ending up good or truthful and loving, it's not good. That's it. End of story. Love wins. God is love. Thing is pretty tricky. Like I said, 6,000 years of lies? Fuck that. God got good at lying. Yeah, I don't like what the left wing is doing. I don't like what the right wing is doing. I like that they're fighting. Fight, 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 fight. Bird flying to the same place. Hell, probably. Anyway, yeah, that's the bird of death. Okay, so here's the funny thing. Okay, I think that when someone who lies a lot tells the truth, that there's this trick involved, because it's like to discredit or dismantle this idea, this truth. So because you would be suspicious, wouldn't you? Well, because somebody tells lies all day and then they tell one truth or a few. Do you get suspicious on that truth? Here's the thing: I know what's true, so no, I don't. But Satan he's a trickster. Yeah, a lot of shit coming out of that a-hole, as I said. He's a very dark. There's no light in his corner. And here's the thing. I know what's true. Yeah. Funny enough, here, I don't mind the compliments either. Liars can compliment me all day, and I know it's still true. Anyway. I love you. Oh, true. Yeah, I love the liars, not their lying. Okay? Love the sinners, not their sin.